Hello, welcome. Welcome. This is the global community for adults who are healing CPTSD. And my name is Athena, and I'm going to be facilitating our time together tonight. And what we've been doing over the past couple of years now is we've all been coming together here for almost 10 years. About once a week, we check in with one another and we share what's been working, what hasn't been working, and what we've been doing for the last couple years is we've been doing some breath work, and we have a meditation, an affirmation, a healing strategy, and it's a time where we come together and we practice co-regulation and self-regulation, and we focus on regulating the nervous system. So that is what you are going to experience here during this video. We have some breath work that we will do together, and we have a meditation that was written by Morgan Harper Nichols. Her artwork is what you see up on the screen right now. And we have a compassionate healing strategy that was written by Dr. Ariel Schwartz. And we also have a Loving the Self affirmation that was written by Lisa A. Romano. And I'll be reading all of that to you. And as I've been doing the past few weeks, I did bring a quote to start our time off together. And the quote that I was reading to you all from a new book that I bought called The Way Forward by Yung Pueblo. And the quote reads, "Wisdom is when we notice that our emotions are heavy and overheated before other people do. We notice our passive-aggressive tone when it's starting, or when our choice of words becomes rougher. This is when we intentionally slow things down and treat ourselves and others gently as the inner storm passes." I love what he says about that it's wisdom. Our theme this week is wisdom, our healing wisdom. As we continue on this journey of healing, many of us have been healing together here for 5, 6, 8, 10 years together here. We've been checking in with one another. And some of us have been on a healing journey for much longer. I know mine sort of began out of nowhere back in 2000, 2001. So it's been about, 20-something years that I've been healing. Now, mind you, the first 5 years or so were me sort of, it was the very first time I'd ever talked to a therapist, and she'd recommended that I journal. Had I ever had a journal? And I'm like, you mean like what do you mean, like a diary? And she said, well, why don't you, it's just an idea, just every night before bed, why don't you write down the words, "I feel," and then write down what you're feeling. And then if you feel like it, ask yourself, why? I wonder why I'm feeling this way. And then write that down. And so that's kind of all I really did for the first 5, 6 years of my healing journey. And then I dove into, I learned what a boundary was, and I learned about safe people and safe enough relationships, and that was the next 5 years, sort of unpacking childhood trauma. And over the past 10 years, I've been really diving into what shows up in the body for me. How are my emotions and my bodily sensations connected? So we talk a lot about all of those types of things here on this channel. So if any of those topics interest you, we warmly welcome you here, and we're here every week, and we're so glad that you've chosen to click on this video. So I'm going to pause and say hello to our community who are here for our time together. Thank you so much for being here. A warm welcome to you, Jeffrey Sherman, John Harvey, Kate, Emily. Hello. Hello to you, Lorraine. Lorraine says, hi, hello, I am Lorraine, first time here. Hello, Lorraine. We warmly welcome you. Sarah says hello. Leah says, hey. Hello to you, Midnight Blue. Hello to you, Linda. Hello, Ninja Taco. Great to see you, Recovery Buddy. Aw, it's so great to be here with you all. Special thank you to John Harvey and Ninja Taco, our Blue Wrench crew. They're keeping our chat box a safe place for all of us to come together and share our lived experience with one another. Kate says, hi, family. Hello to you, Kate. You all are my family, my friendly family of choice. Jeffrey Sherman says, I'm so early. I got here before the notification came. I was looking at Athena's channel and then it showed red. I'm so glad you're here. Emily says, Athena, I have this book now. Thank you so much for the reference to it. It's so good. I'm so glad you like it, Emily. I really am enjoying it. John Harvey says, hello. Hope all is good with you. Jeffrey Sherman says, I'm giggling at things. It's a good sign when I can laugh freely, so I'm good today. Aww. I'm smiling back at you, Leah. Oh, Kate has been healing for 15 years. I'm high-fiving you, Kate. Keep on going. Kate says, hello, everyone. New peeps, welcome. Oh, Kate, thank you for asking about Maui. He is doing okay. He's not great. We've had a couple of accidents, and he's in some pain, not whimpering pain, but he's 13, he's deaf, he's mostly blind, and he has hip dysplasia. He's very arthritic. So I'm doing all I can to manage his pain. Hello to you, Lindy. Warm welcome to you. But I appreciate you asking. I'm doing the best I can. You know, it's difficult when you have an older pup, and he's a rescue, so he does not like affection. I thought he was fine with me laying down on the floor with him because he seemed to be fine with it. But I laid down with him and was petting him, and he got up out of his bed where I was laying down with him, and he walked across the room and laid down across the room. In other words, leave me alone. I don't want to be touched. I am traumatized by humans. Just feed me, please. It's like, oh, my heart just breaks, you know. Oh no, Ninja Taco says, I'm extremely frustrated. My family keeps bringing up a triggering scene at the end of Outlander in front of me. Why would they do that, Ninja Taco? They know it triggers you. Ninja Taco says, they know it triggers me, but they don't care. I am so sorry. That makes me so angry on your behalf. You deserve so much better than that. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm offering you safe hugs. It's just unkind. My hand is on my heart. I'm just offering you compassion, each of you who are here. Grateful you are here. Yeah. Hello, Lisa. Lisa says that sounds really difficult, Ninja Taco. Oh, Emily, thank you. Emily says, sweet Maui, and your love of him. I feel like my cat is like that sometimes. I want affection, and he is such a cat. If he was a cat, I would understand it, though. I would know what I was signing up for, you know? I kind of thought maybe I would be able to just, offer love to this poor little pup. But thank you very much for all your kindness. Oh, thanks for all the love, you guys. Yeah. He wags his little tail. I brush him twice a day when he's eating. And when I brush him, he wags his little tail. And when we go outside, he wags his tail. So I know he likes food, brushing, and going outside. So I bought him a stroller. And I am going to take him out in his little stroller, his fancy new stroller. So I'm hoping he loves it. Oh, Ninja Taco says, I hate being touched. I understand, Maui. Thank you for understanding, Ninja Taco. That means a lot. Yeah. My hand is on my heart. I'm looking at you with compassion. Oh, John Harvey, I am so sorry. It's true, some people will never get it. Let us do some breath work together. It's just an invitation. The invitation is for you to pause and get very, very comfortable. And you can have your eyes open or keep them closed. Just be as comfortable as you possibly can. You can be seated or standing or walking. So together we will breathe. We're going to do our 4-7-8 breath. The 4-7-8 breath is meant to help us to activate our parasympathetic nervous system, which is also referred to as our rest and digest. So the extended exhale is meant to help us to, it creates an environment where we can yawn and stretch. So we're going to inhale together, breathe in together for 4 counts. We'll pause together for 7 counts, and we'll breathe out together for 8 counts. It's a 4-7-8 breath, and we're going to do that 4 times. And I'll count us in on our first breath together and on our 4th breath together. Okay? I'm already feeling a yawn coming on just thinking about it. Okay. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Pause. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your own now. again. Last time together now. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Pause. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Well done. I got 3 yawns today. I got a couple of really good stretches and 3 yawns. How about you? Anybody get any good yawns? So I'm preparing to read us our meditation written by Morgan Harper Nichols. Her artwork is what you see up on the screen right now. Again, our theme this week is healing wisdom. It's the wisdom of our healing. Morgan says, not a stage of our growth has been missed. Each exhale, each release, and each moment of letting go is part of your growth journey. There will be times in life where letting go might feel like giving up. Letting go can feel like giving up for several reasons. For instance, there's the fear of the unknown. Embracing change and letting go of familiar situations is a place that can feel uncomfortable and unsteady. And it only becomes more complicated when we are heavily invested in a certain outcome or we have high expectations. And in that space, the loss of a dream or the reality of what failed might become even more apparent. And in that space, it matters to know that it doesn't make you weak for feeling the weight of letting go. Sometimes it may feel that way because if you are grieving a loss or a big change, you might encounter other people who have never dealt with what you are faced with, and they cannot understand why it's been so hard for you. There might be people who make you feel that the best option is to hurry up and look on the bright side and simply think positively. Of course, it can be helpful to reframe your perspective on something, but what has to be realized in this space is that it can take time to find that new frame. For instance, imagine you were painting a watercolor landscape on paper. And right before you painted it, someone spilled coffee on it. Now, at that moment, it's only normal to be frustrated or upset about what happened. Now, with some time, you might eventually find that the coffee stain can actually be turned into a mountain range. But now it's changed the landscape you were painting altogether. And now you need a new frame. It's going to take time to get used to what this landscape has become, because this is so different from what you've been spending all of your time on, painting over the years. You might put it in that old frame that you had, and it just doesn't work. Those coffee stain mountains have completely changed it. But now you're ready to look for a way of reframing it. And if it takes time to find a new frame that works, that is okay. Perhaps when it comes to letting go of bigger issues of life, we can allow ourselves the same grace we would allow for a coffee-stained watercolor painting. If we saw someone visibly upset, it would be easy to logically understand why they are upset. However, when it comes to the bigger losses and things we grieve in life, it can be harder to logically make sense of why someone might not want to immediately jump to the bright side of things. Emotional processes. Can you hear Maui? Emotional processes are not bound by the same rules as logical reasoning. Just as it takes time to see the coffee stain as something beautiful, it takes time for our hearts and minds to integrate the experiences of loss and change into our lives. And through it all, not a stage of your growth has been missed. Just because these experiences may not feel linear, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening here. Instead, in that space in between letting go and deciding how you are going to move forward, you are learning to welcome grace. You are learning to pace yourself as you heal and ease into this next part of your journey. As you prepare to enter into this new week, new month, new year, here's to the courage in every release. Here's to healing in new beginnings. Here's to the grace of growth, finding you at every stage of this journey. I love Morgan. There's something about how she describes grieving and just the space and the grace we can allow ourselves when we're in a place of grief. It feels very normalizing and destigmatizing. I'm so grateful for it. Sometimes it's difficult for us to see our healing wisdom. Sometimes it's difficult for us to believe that we even have this thing called healing wisdom. But I feel like if we're patient enough with ourselves and we just pause and take a deep breath and check in, we will know that the body is wise. And if the body needs to pause, then perhaps we need to pause. Right? Yeah. Just want to check in on you before we move forward to our compassionate healing strategy. Hello to you, Leslie. We warmly welcome you. Hello to you, Mandy J and Lil J. It's great to see you. Anyone else perhaps I missed and didn't greet by name? I think Maui needs to step outside for just a second. So I'm going to step away for just a moment and I'm going to play some beautiful music for you while I step outside for just a moment, because he doesn't ever usually get up unless he needs to go outside or if he's hungry and it's not time for his dinner yet. So please accept this beautiful music as my invitation while I go and make sure that he is okay. Thank you all so much for your patience and your grace. Even though I had just taken him out just before our call, or just before our time together here, for some reason he needed to go out again. So I guess I just need to be a little bit more attuned. So thank you for your patience and grace. So, in alignment with our theme this week of our healing wisdom, Dr. Ariel Schwartz is inviting us to access our inner wisdom. Dr. Ariel says, can you recall a time when you relied heavily on your emotions when you had to make a decision? You might have felt moody, impulsive, or chaotic. And in contrast, can you remember a time when you relied on your thinking to reach a decision? So in this case, you might later have second-guessed yourself, or even talked yourself out of your true feelings. Perhaps you can also think of a time when you felt both clear-headed and connected to your intuition. Accessing our inner wisdom is like walking a middle path, a balanced approach that takes into account our feelings and our logical reflections. The psychotherapy model, called internal family systems, refers to that inner wisdom as the self, the calm, confident, and compassionate core of who we are. Dialectical behavior therapy, also referred to as DBT, refers to this as our wise mind, the quiet voice in us that simply knows what is right or true. Both of these traditions use the tools of mindfulness to help us connect to our inner wisdom, our wisdom of healing, if you will. Accessing our inner wisdom also involves connecting with our embodied knowing. Even as you listen to these words that I'm reading to you, notice the way that your intuition communicates through your senses. Let us take a moment together to reflect upon a current challenge that we may be facing in our lives. And as we do so, let us listen for and sense the subtle changes in our belly, our chest, or our throat. Can we notice small changes in how we are breathing? Rather than overriding these signals, let us ask ourselves, what does my body want me to know? let us continue to experiment with this practice. And over time, we will see that we can discover how our body, mind, and emotions work together to help us access our inner wisdom. How did that land for you? I love the way Dr. Ariel describes our inner wisdom, our healing wisdom. Oh, I'm grateful that you all enjoyed the music. It's from a content creator called Healing Waves, and it's a Savaggio sound. It's kind of like binaural beats. It's 741 hertz, and it is titled, let's see what the title is, 741 hertz, Detox the Body. And it's by Deep Healing. I got it on Insight Timer. And again, the content creator of that sound is called Deep Healing. Jeffrey Sherman says, do you listen to 432 hertz, Athena? Oh, I can see if they have 432 hertz. Let's do that. Let's see. Let's see if they have 432. I can type that in. Let's see what 432 hertz sounds like. Here we go. Let's see what this sounds like. Thank you for the recommendation. So what do you all think of the 432 hertz? I like it a lot. Thank you for the recommendation. Oh, warm welcome to you, Miss Beach Boxer. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. It's been a while. So wonderful to have you with us. Warm welcome to anyone else I didn't say hello to. This is nice. I agree. Yes. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you, Midnight Blue. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Kate. So we're going to wrap up our time together with our Loving the Self affirmation written by Lisa A. Romano. Now remember, Lisa writes a lot about the fawn trauma response, the freeze-fawn loop, also referred to as codependency. Lisa says, I know that my codependency is rooted in denying the self. Like we just read about from Dr. Ariel, the self, the wise mind. I know that codependency is rooted in denying the self or the wise mind. Denying the self for the sake of keeping others, usually family members, calm. But today, I know it is not healthy or normal to have to walk around on eggshells around others. And I know that when I choose to no longer spend time with someone I fear upsetting, I am loving myself. I love that. So I want to let you know who created this sound. This is 432 hertz frequency meditation music created by Andreina Gomez Casanova of Dushi Sounds. Dushi Sounds. This is a meditation music track tuned in 432 hertz, composed with soft pads and instrumental music. Andreina Gomez Casanova. I like it. Thank you, Andreina. Oh, you all are so wonderful. I'm so glad you joined as well, Lindy. Oh, I'm so grateful that you all are here. Really wonderful to touch base with you once a week. I believe, this is just me, my hand on my heart, I believe that as we come together and we co-regulate together week after week, month after month, year after year, 10 years now, I believe that we are strengthening our inner wisdom, our wise mind, our healing wisdom. I believe we are stronger together. And that is my timer reminding me to send a debrief from tonight to my team. So thank you all so much for being here. I will see you next Monday and every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And, someone asked me what time zone it is. It's 7 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. ET, Eastern time. And sorry, I forgot to mention that at the beginning of tonight. But it was wonderful to be here with you. And we do have a group off of social media over on a private platform if you want to join us. There are about 600 of us over there now. And This channel is sponsored by the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research. So thank you for being a part of the healing work that we're bringing into the world. If you subscribed to this channel or you liked this video, that's really all you need to do to help this healing work go out into the world. And if you want to join us, there's a link in the description section, in the pinned comment, or right there in the chat box. So I'll see you over there, or I'll see you right back here next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and every Monday. But between now and the next time I see you, please be extra kind and extra patient and extra gentle with yourself, because you're worth it. And I'll see you soon. So much love to you. Bye, everybody.